Melissa with DaCast, you have the floor.
Hi, everyone. So I'm here. I'm basically speaking on behalf of Mike. He had to run another call, but I'll be here to present on behalf of Mike. So thank you for having us. So basically, DaCast is an all-in-one solution, and we provide you with the best possible platform that provides both online video as well as video hosting. We offer the highest quality streaming solution at a very competitive price. We have more than 155,000 professional broadcasters and businesses that use us. We have a top tier CDN. We use Akamai, which allows reliable network as well as superior content delivery speed. With our platform, you're actually able to monetize your content. We don't charge you crazy licensing fees, and we make sure that you own your copyright. We also provide APIs that allows quick and easy integration for all the features that you would like to use. Do you have any questions so far?
Okay, so far so good.
Great.
I have a question.
Sure.
My name is Monica. Thank you for being here. So when you're talking about streaming, you're talking about, I'm assuming that you're talking about funeral services. Is that what you're specifically talking about?
Yes. So we have a lot of our clients that actually use our services to provide streaming services for funerals specifically.
Okay.
We are a live streaming platform that a lot of users use, and basically it goes from anywhere from film festivals to funerals. You name it, and we do it all.
Okay. What is the pricing for our group as far as, like, we have an online educational platform that we're really trying to get started, and we're looking for somebody that can provide that service but also work the back end. Do you guys offer surveys and follow-up and that type of service with your platform?
We are essentially your backbone. So what we do is we give you a platform where you're able to actually live stream, create an unrestricted amount of channels. We give you an embed code that is super secure and that no one else can access. We have geo restrictions as well as referral restrictions, as well as the ability to upload pre-recorded videos. With our platform, you're also able to live stream record. And so if your classes are being streamed during the day, or you want to be able to have your students access that at a later point, you can actually live stream record those, and it will sit on your video on demand section.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I got a question for you. I'm in South Carolina, and what I'm understanding what you're saying is that you video a funeral and you can streamline it over the internet. Is that correct?
Correct. So we give you an embed code, and you can give that to whoever does your website. And we give you an embed code, and you will give that embed code to whoever does your website, and that code will translate into a player on your site. It will play your content, for example, your funerals and things like that.
So how are you going to video the funeral? What are you using?
You would use a webcam.
So that means you have to go out and buy a webcam.
You would need a webcam to video the funeral.
And again, what was your pricing for this?
I believe you spoke with Mike on April 1st, and he would be able, if you need pricing, you would be able to contact him.
Right now, what we have, guys, is at about $19 a month for lower locations. That's someone who wanted to do something different. They have different levels. So he's given us a reduced cost on what they offer. And based on everything that I've seen so far, DaCast is supposed to be #1 in this place, this place of streaming. So we have something lower than what's being offered to the general public. And Mike has also agreed that as we all get on board, then they'll reduce it more for us as a team once we start to utilize the product. I felt that at $19 a month for somebody who wanted to stream and have the support. You know, a lot of guys are trying to stream with Facebook and all of that and don't have a clue how to do it. That makes it very challenging. So it doesn't matter if it's free if you don't know how to use it. So that's why we reached out to DaCast. And I'll let her go on and finish the presentation. Go on, Clarissa.
Sure. So, Mike and I both think that the best solution would obviously be for you to create a trial account with us with some sort of special ID we make for you. Or we could do it from a list of emails and company or a phone name, and add a coupon code or a designator during the sign up with coupon if you get a special discount price.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that our platform is very, very secure, especially when you're looking at something as intimate as a funeral. You want to make sure that that is really being accessible to the people that need to see it. We speak to several services on a daily basis, and the last thing I think anybody would want is to have their funeral on YouTube or a public site.
Right.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
All right, Ms. Clarissa, it's LaRon Jackson with Christian Film Directors in Memphis, Tennessee. The question I have is, how long does that price last before it's terminated?
The $19 per month.
Right.
So
there's always a start and an ending. So how long is that price good for?
So we charge you based on your bandwidth, and bandwidth is primarily dependent on your viewership, so the amount of people that are watching your content, and then the resolution they're watching at. And for a funeral, we would assume that it's a very small number of people because it is an intimate event. So in terms of the longevity of the $19, it is an annual plan. You get 100 gigabytes of bandwidth to use, and that equates to around 300 viewer hours. 100 gigabytes of bandwidth per month. So that would last you a year. It's a yearly subscription. It's an annual subscription.
Clarissa, do you guys offer support during the actual funeral itself? If there's someone that is trying to access the funeral, obviously the funeral director is not going to be able to, doing tech support during a funeral. Does your company offer that?
So yes, we offer 24/7 web chat support as well as email support. We are launching a newer, more advanced platform in the next week or so. And I believe that in the previous months, we did not have phone support for the starter plan, which is your $19 per month plan. We are now offering that at an additional cost, and you would be able to talk to Mike about that and the cost of that. But we are going to be offering phone support with your developer starter plan. So yes, you would have a designated number that you could call, and you would have a live chat agent ready to speak with you and help you.
Can I just say and make a suggestion? Maybe if you talk to Mike, that it's almost a given with the community in the funeral industry that you're dealing with to have that support. Funeral directors don't have time to be doing tech support. If you could mention that to him when you talk to him, that maybe including that in the package so that it's not a separate service, I think that might be a little easier for funeral directors to know that it's just an all-inclusive type of service.
I can definitely talk to him about it, but with phone support, it is something that we offer with our premium and above plans. It's not something that we offer with our starter plan. So we are actually offering that at an additional cost, just because a lot of people are asking for it if they don't have the higher, bigger plan.
What's the additional cost?
We're still launching it out, so it should be available sometime next week. But if you speak to Mike, he might be able to work something out with you.
I'm glad you guys brought that out. I'll talk to Mike on that. We should be able to get that at very low to no cost. When you're looking at $19 a month for the program, what would that mean? Maybe $1 extra or something like that. If we can keep it low so it doesn't affect us and just make it a natural part of the program, I think we'll be fine. Okay. We're reaching we got about 7 more minutes. Did anybody have any questions, or had you another thought that you'd like to pass on, Clarissa?
I think basically it's a really, really great platform to use. I joined DaCast around 2 months ago, and I've used YouTube very, very well before, and I think it's a really easy, user-friendly platform. It's easy to get started. It's easy to work with, even if you don't have a tech background. And I think that one thing that Mike mentioned was, something about figuring out the balance between the commission and the discount. We mentioned a 3% commission.
The royalties, yes.
Yeah. So, we would need to figure out the balance between the commission and the discount, and we can go from there.
Hi, this is Andrea Brookins, and I came in a bit late. I'm multitasking here. So here's my question. If I understand correctly, we purchase the equipment, right? So you give us a list. Is that correct?
We could do that for you. Yes. So basically what you would need to get started with us is essentially you would have to get a webcam, obviously, to basically video your funeral. You could download an encoder. We provide you a free software encoder that is branded with DaCast that you could download, or you could download OBS from the site. It's free. It's very easy to use. We provide you all of the authentication details that you need to start your stream successfully.
Okay, and so then we are actually doing the streaming. You provide us the URL number that we give to the families that we serve. It could be attached to our website, and they click on that and could go right in and view. Now, the support that we're talking about, that is premium versus basic, is this support actually while we're streaming, you are in communication with us if something is not streaming properly or goes down or whatever, you're able to say, hey, do this, do that, or whatever? Or is it the type where we're just streaming and we don't know it's a problem until the end of the service and we've had a glitch and didn't get it recorded or didn't view, or we got people calling on the phone complaining? How does this support situation actually?
You will have 100% support. You will have a designated number that you can call, and one of our agents would be able to help you with your stream. We use Ally, which is
No, I got that part. Help with the stream, with the setup, this, that, and the other. I'm speaking while the streaming is actually going on. So here's where I'm going with this. I'm a funeral director. I'm an embalmer. You can ask me about dead people. I got that. I'm not a computer tech savvy person.
Hmm.
That is not my gift. So that means either I'm hiring someone who is computer savvy tech, and even in so doing, and I ask these questions because we do offer streaming. We use a different vendor. And in so doing, there have been challenges. I was at a church, their internet service went down. And so that created momentary glitches, but they reached out to us and said, hey, there's a problem. So those are some of the questions that I did not really hear you cover in this presentation.
Okay.
And so the concern I have is we're streaming, and we get to the place where we're no longer streaming. Something happens and we are no longer streaming. But because we're in funeral service and that's what we do, that's the profession, we don't know that it's no longer streaming until we get angry phone calls or emails or text message or whatever the case may be. At that time, we could have missed a crucial family member speaking, or we could have missed the entire eulogy.
Clarissa,
I understand what you're
let
saying.
me step in real quick, Clarissa, see if I can clear this up for you. She's asking, while she's streaming, is there any monitoring going on, or do you all have any safe places that will notify you that a stream has stopped, other than the monitor that might be set up in the church?
In terms of your stream, unless you let us know that your stream is going on, we're not going to monitor it.
Hold it, but if they let you know they're streaming, then you would?
Yes, you would have to talk to Mike about this. We do monitor some of our streamers, and obviously that would have to come from you. It's, at the end of the day, you own 100% of your copyright. So we do not, just barge in and want to watch your stream.
Right.
You would have to give us permission to do something like that. On the other end, I did mention that we use a top-tier CDN, Paul Akamai, and we have never had any issues on our end when it came to your streaming. If there was an issue, it would be on your end in terms of a setup or something not being authenticated. In that case, you would be able to call or email someone on our team, and we would be able to assist you. The reason why DaCast is #1 in the streaming solution providers is because of our top tier CDN, but also because we provide you a phone number. A lot of other streaming services would cost you over $12,000 to actually have a phone number and all of that licensing.
Some great questions, guys. Great questions.
Oh, can I say something real quick? This is marijuana.
Sure.
I just wanted to say what she's explaining is very, very basic. I think y'all taking it to a whole other level, but it's very basic, the setup that she's explaining. I do my own website, so that's how I know it's very basic. And if somebody else is doing your website, you're basically giving them a code, and your box is going to pop up and the stream is going to start. And you can monitor your own stream. You can correct me if I'm wrong by just logging into your website.
Yep, 100%. Correct.
That's all it is. It's not anything extra. The webcam costs $20 sometimes, depending on how, techy you want to be with the webcam, and they can go up, they can range in price, and you can set up multiple webcams if you want to.
Yep.
So yeah, it's not, I know she's using a lot of terms that y'all probably haven't heard of, but it's not difficult. It's just put the code into the website and go. And it's there, and it's streaming.
That's good.
Ms. Warren, you're coming in, you're breaking up when you're speaking.
Oh, you can. I'm basically finished saying what I had to say. I'm just saying you just put the website, the code in the website, and you're streaming, along with the webcam, and you're streaming. It's not difficult at all.
Okay.
She
Gotta tell you this.
Lawan said exactly the way I was thinking, because I'm not computer savvy, and some of that stuff just went across the top of my head. So.
And this is why, you know, some people can use Facebooks and hide it or whatever they do, but there are too many of us who don't really have the computer savvy to be able to work around all of that. And I'm glad some of these questions are being asked now, because when I speak with Mike, we can have all of that back on the table. And then you guys in your next email, you'll get the roundup version where we'll make a decision or not based on these numbers and based on these facts. I got a quick little question. When I throw out $19 a month, that comes out to $200 and maybe $30 a year. Who knows how that compares? And then we'll think further.